Divide polynomials by polynomials. To divide one polynomial by another, we will use the method similar to long division, which we have been doing before, which we can do at this point in arithmetic. We illustrate the method with several examples. Okay, so now let's see how this works. If you have been given a problem of this form and I give you divide x squared plus 5x plus 6 by x plus 2. How do I divide that? Well, if I set this up this way, x squared plus 5x plus 6 over x plus 2, that will look too complicated if I break every single term at the top. So let's look how this would look. That would look like x squared plus, since they have the same denominators, 5x, x plus 2, and then 6 over x plus 2. Still looks complicated. So what method are we going to use this? Our strategy to solve this type of problem is to use the long division method. Divide this one, all right? This becomes a dividend. So let me write that down. This is the dividend, and this is the divisor. Since the divisor has more than one term, we must use the long division method to divide the polynomials. That's the main thing compared to the one which we were just doing a while ago. So how do we divide by long division? Let's set it up. Okay, now we take our term, we put x plus 2, x squared plus 5x plus 6, and we will apply long division. Okay, so now x squared divided by x will give us what? Well, we divide the first term here by the first term of this one here, and we end up with x. Okay, so we write x above the division symbol. So let me do that in blue. X squared divided by x will give us x, and now you will multiply this term by this. Okay, so this was step 1. Now multiply this by this, we end up with at the bottom, x times x, x squared, x times 5 plus 5x. But we need to subtract this from the top value. So x squared minus x squared gives us 0. Put that as 0. 5x minus 5x, that's 0. And then bring down the 6. Okay? So we bring down the 6 here. Now, okay, so we divide that, and so this is what we are left with as a remainder. So therefore, when we divide this by this, we can say on the side, let me write it, it is equal to x and 6 over x plus 5. That would be our solution. However, let me give you a next example. Sometimes we will not get them like this. Sometimes we'll get them much better than this, because this is going much more in depth. All right, so we'll leave it as this. So let's change some values here. Okay, so let's say we have x plus 2 open bracket, x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now remember, I only changed this term here, so let's divide this is our next example. All right, this is an example, this is an example. That's the solution for this example here. So sometimes when you end up with a remainder like this cannot be divided by the x squared. Don't worry about the number, it's the variable. So now x squared divided by x give us x. X times x, x squared. X times 2, 2x. You put a plus there. You must subtract this one here. Now x squared minus x squared, that's 0. 5x minus 2x, that gives us 3x. And then bring down the 6. Keep that sign there. So 3x divided by x gives us plus 3, because a positive divided by a positive gives us a positive. 3 times x, 3x. 3 times 2, that gives us 6. And then we subtract, that now gives us 0, 0, and we end up with our our solution. So our solution for this particular problem now would then be that we divide it out and we end up with x plus 3. So then the quotient in this division, quotient is x plus 3 and the remainder is 0. In this case, the quotient was the x and the remainder was 6. All right, so that's how we get that. Let's do our next one. Divide. The next example we have here. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. We have 6x squared minus 7x minus 2 over 2x minus 1. We will divide this long division method. Okay, so let me write it here. 2x minus 1, or symbol 6x squared minus 7x minus 2. Okay, let me zoom in so you can see much better. 6x squared divided by 2x, that gives us 3x, because 6 divided by 2, 3. X squared divided by x, x. So 3x times 2x will give me 6x squared. 3x. Okay, so now 3x times negative 1 will give me negative 3x, open close bracket, minus, okay, 6x squared minus 6x squared, that's 0. Negative 7x minus a negative, but this minus and negative makes it a positive, so it's negative 7x plus 3x will give me a negative 4x minus 2. All right, now negative 4x divided by positive 2, well, the negative 4 divided by positive 2 will give me a negative 2, and the x will cancel with each other. So negative 2 times positive 2x, negative 4x. Negative 2 times negative 1, that will give me a positive 1. So then we multiply it out. So negative 2 times 2x, negative 4x. Negative 2 times negative 1, that gives us a positive 2. Okay, and we put the symbol and minus. Negative 4x minus a negative 4x, well, that cancel out. Negative 2 minus positive 2, that gives us a negative 4. Okay, so now what happens here is that we have our solution. We can't go any farther than this. So our solution for this problem is actually 2x minus 1 plus, we have the negative 4 as the remainder, over 2x minus 1. Okay, sorry, but this was 3x minus 2, sorry. 3x minus 2. Notice that this 3x minus 2 comes from the top here. The negative 4 comes from here, and this comes from right there. Okay, so this is the quotient. So this piece here is the quotient, and plus remainder over the divisor. Okay, the product should be the dividend, right? So if we multiply this out, we get back our, if we multiply this out, we get back what we started with.